Good morning, Card Monkey friends and followers. This is Ellen, Card Monkey, and I'm here to show you a little bit about markers. I have a pretty extensive Copic marker collection, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about it and compare it to some other newer markers that I've recently purchased. I do love my Copic markers. I have about 150 or so Copic markers. I keep them in a box that is called a card storage box. It's by Recollections from Michaels. I got it for less than $5 at, I believe it was at Michaels. These are the dividers that come with this. I supplemented the in between each one with a foam core cut to size. The foam core gives me another extra ledge in between each of the extra dividers, and then so that I can keep all of my family groups together. If I don't have enough to fill a particular family group, I just added some wedges until I can fill up that space. So I believe I could probably hold about 200 markers in this box. So I wanted it to be in the box, number one, to keep it flat and portable. I can store this on its side, as I'm doing now, so that the markers stay evenly inked on both ends. Also, when I'm carrying it, I can just store it upright. It does come with a cover that's not on it at the moment, but it's a hinged cover that's removable, so it makes it for easy use. So I do keep these grouped by color family numerically. I keep them, the ones that I use most often are the skin tone colors for some of the stamps that I use. So I keep those up toward the top. I keep some of my shading grays together in the middle because I, again, use those a lot, along with my blender markers and my my blacks, etc. They're all sort of tucked in there. Okay, so up top also I keep my my nib replacements and also my booster needles. The booster needles help you refill the sketch markers, and I also keep some of my more frequently used refills right there on the top of the box. I believe each refill can refill your sketch marker about 25 times is what the website says. So let me tell you a little bit about Copic markers, and for those who don't know a lot about them. There are a couple of versions. I only have two. The Chow version is the one of the ones I bought originally. The Chow version is smaller, round, rolls on your table, something I don't like. It does have two ends, just like the normal sketch marker. Less expensive. I do not believe that they're refillable or that the nibs are replaceable, so these are more disposable. And I believe they retail for about $5.99 each. I think I'll put up the MSRP on the sketch markers. Again, these are these have a barrel that will sit flat on your desk. They do have two ends, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. These, I believe the retail, the MSRP on these, I believe is $7.99. I buy them online from Terry Olson at Stamps Alive. She has them normally at $4.20 per marker plus shipping, so I highly recommend purchasing from Terry. Very reliable and the best price I've ever found on this. So let me also tell you a little bit about the nibs. So we'll do a comparison here. On the sketch marker, the top end of the, what I call the top end, which is marked with the gray barrel at the top of the marker. You can tell that it's the fine, see the top, the gray, where it's also drawn upon. That's the fine end. It's nice and juicy. It allows a lot of flexibility. It's a nice, soft tip. I highly recommend using that. I use that side almost exclusively. When I have a wider swath of things to color, I use this broad tip end of the Copic marker. Don't use that end as much, but I'm sure some people would. But it's good to have, and both sides of the nibs, both of those nibs are replaceable. You can see both sides of the barrel are appropriately marked with their colors. This one I was showing you, it was, can you see it? V as in Violet, 04 Lilac. Okay, so that's Copic Markers. And also one of the things that I like about Copic Markers is they have a great blending tool, and blending marker, I use that a lot for most everything. Before my Michael started carrying, let me make sure I don't cover up the microphone here, I'm sorry, started carrying Copics, as they now do, I had to use, I could only find Prismacolor. So when I was doing a lot of skin tone coloring, I did buy some Prismacolor. Again, they do have a very wide, and their nib at the widest part of the nib is, let me see where you can see that, is very wide, juicy, and good if you're coloring wide parts, say a wide face that you wanted to put an undercoat. This is their premier marker. It does have two sides. This is a very firm, narrow tip on the Prisma marker, and this is a Prisma marker Premier. Again, I believe it retails MSRP about $4.99. New to me are these new touch markers. Touch markers, I bought a collection of them just so I could try them out. I bought these from Jerry's Artorama, and that's an art supply store. They have them at $1.89 each, wide array of colors. As you can see, I wanted to purchase a lot of greens for the upcoming Christmas season in particular, so I have a wide range of green colors. Their markers are numbered just with their own numerical system, not with a color family like a Copic marker. Both ends of the marker are appropriately marked, so which is a nice feature. You don't find any type of end marking on the Copic Chow markers, but you do on the sketch marker. So again, that's a good thing. Okay, on the touch marker, this is made by ShinHan Corporation in, I believe it's Korea. It comes with a very fine tip marker, fine end, and very juicy, good ink flow on this, and also a wide, a broad tip. I don't know a lot about whether these can be refilled or if the nibs can be replaced, but again, at only $1.89, I believe the MSRP is much higher than that, but Jerry's Artorama does carry them at $1.89, so you can get a pretty good collection. I got 16 markers here for $35, including shipping. So I did a little bit of a comparison in terms of coloring, so wanted to show you. This one I did with Copic markers. I was using some more vibrant colors, the colors that are all shown here, for this cute flamingo image that is from Just Some Lines. That's a digital stamp that I printed out here. I was surprised at how perhaps the lines were showing, some of the sketch lines were showing on this. Maybe I just didn't do it. I did it in. I did not take my time in coloring that one. So, at any rate, wanted to just show you that. And this one also I did. I'm trying to get it out of the shadow here. This one I did with the touch markers, and I did this with some of the colors that I purchased recently. The gray down the bottom was is a Copic marker color, that I hit with a blender. But as you can see, the Copic markers now could just be the color selection that I used for this. Much more vibrant, but again, the touch markers were a little more subtle. I was pleasantly surprised at how nicely the touch markers colored, and also that I could use my blending tool for the touch marker to lift. So bottom line, my comparison is, if you are a Copic diehard and want to stick with Copics, great, go for it. But you may want to think about the touch markers as well. So I really, I think from now on I may just add to some of my touch markers to supplement my Copic markers, and use what you feel is best for your individual product. This is Ellen Card Monkey, so bidding you adieu. Thank you again for tuning in, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks, bye.